Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Now You Know with Pam and
Amy Fawcett.
there we go. Nikki is actually today speaking at the CDM Summit up at UBCO. So we're excited. She's talking all about AI and things, which Kelowna now and the team here are gurus, I feel like. Rob is doing what's called a 6-week sprint for AI. It actually just started yesterday. And they are like learning all the things so that they can teach everybody without you having to actually go and do all of the work of learning it. So very exciting. So we actually have Amy who is joining us today, who's here to tell us a little bit more about the festival that's coming up in July. We had Shannon on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and she gave us a bit of a rundown on what it was like. Or what it's going to be like, sorry. And now we're going to, from now until July, have a few different guest speakers in to give us a bit more of an idea of what's going to be going on and why you should be there. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your involvement in the festival?
Sounds great. Thank you, Pam. I'm so grateful to be here. So my name's Amy Fawcett. I'm a local somatic therapist here in Kelowna, and I work primarily with women. I'm also the founder of Save a Somatic, which is a platform that focuses on authentic connection and community building. So we provide one-on-one services, educational programs, as well as retreats and ceremonies.
Wow.
So I'm so thrilled to be chatting about ARIA Festival that's happening in the Okanagan from July 18th to 21st. And truly, this is going to be a very sacred and safe environment for women to come together and delve into a little bit of healing work and experience self-empowerment in a community format.
One of the things when I've been trying to like explain this to people, it is kind of like spiritual, but some people just find that a bit like, I don't know about that. You don't have to be all about the spiritual and all of that to be able to come and enjoy this. And I think that I'm really excited to be there because it's going to provide us with an opportunity that we don't otherwise get to have and get more in touch with that side of ourselves.
I think that's a good point. There's a little bit of resistance to certain spiritual concepts, and rightfully so. When we're uncertain about something, we often have hesitation to dive right in. So the nice thing about this festival is there is going to be a well-rounded amount of offerings. And one of the things that I like to focus on in my work is the somatic work, which is actually trending in popularity right now in wellness. And somatic work is truly beginning to understand the body and the mind and how we hold these past experiences in the body. And so there's a lot of mindfulness techniques that come along with these practices. So meditation, there's also body awareness techniques like breath work, energy work. So there's these alternative healing modalities that we'll be offering. And so it's not just about spirituality. We're going to dive into these alternative modalities and we're going to explore them together and dip our toes in. And it's going to be a lot of fun as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I love that there's going to be a little bit of a whole bunch of different things so that you get to try out all of the different things that you might not otherwise. And you don't have to like spend a whole day doing one thing. There's going to be all sorts of different things going on.
Yeah, wide range. And the thing about spirituality too, I find for myself personally, I know it's such a personal concept and we can take on whatever meaning that is truly right for us in our own hearts. But for me, spirituality is coming back to myself, coming back to wholeness. And that's what ARIA is all about. It's about rooting into our shadow selves, rising into our light, and then coming back to wholeness and truly trusting ourselves. So yeah,
I love
exciting.
That. And when I was talking to Shannon, she said you would talk a little bit about the dark and light feminine. Do you want to touch on that a bit?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm also a facilitator at a lot of different workshops and events. And one of the main facilitators for the festival, which I'm so grateful to be a part of. And so on day 2, we're going to be doing a dark feminine embodiment and activation. And what is the dark feminine? What is that?
Yeah.
So that is actually exploring your shadow self. And the shadow self is the part of the self that we are afraid of. It's the parts of ourselves that we often run from or deny. And we all have these parts of ourselves. But we do know that true growth and advancement and transformation in ourselves often involves looking at these parts of ourselves and bringing in a little bit more love and light and awareness. I like to use the word awareness because truly we can't create change in ourselves, in our families, in our communities without deeper awareness. So yeah, the Dark Feminine Day is all about embracing the shadow. And in this, we will do movement. We're going to do, dancing, movement, breath work. We're going to do a rage release ceremony where as women, we actually get to come together in safety. We get to identify the emotions that we all experience that we're often afraid of, like grief and rage. And we're going to express it. We're going to let it out, but we're going to let it out in a fun and authentic way. Yeah. And yeah, go ahead.
Nikki, when we were talking with Shannon about this, Nikki and I both we probably take ourselves a little too seriously. And so like the thought of like dancing and all of that kind of scares us. But Shannon was explaining is you do what feels good for you. If that doesn't feel good for you, you don't have to take part in that part. But the whole point is to go and immerse yourself in that and try to be free. And so I'm working on getting Nikki to say yes to coming. So
I hope you both come. It's going to be truly such a beautiful experience for the summertime here in the Okanagan. And that's another point. It's the only women's festival in the Okanagan that focuses on healing, empowerment, and spirituality.
Right.
So yeah, it's really going to be magical. And I really hope you join us.
I will be there. I already rented my glamping tent thing. So
nice.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome. I guess the other thing I wanted to mention too is in these spaces with women, the nice thing is we all come together and it's very open and non-judgmental. And so what we're really working on is creating that environment for openness and authenticity where we can truly express ourselves. And in doing so, one of the themes of the festival is actually working on healing the sisterhood wound. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So this is, we can call this a wound that's very present within society. And it's often present within women due to how we're grown up and how we're just told to be. And we're often really guided to receive judgment from other women, but also to judge others. And this is a natural way of being. We go through high school, we experience experiences where we may have been judged by others and we may have a bit of a resistance to others, to other women due to lack of trust. So in this festival, we're really going to focus on breaking down those barriers and coming together in a safe way that builds trust and builds community. And I think that the first step in that direction is to talk about the sisterhood wound, is to bring intention into these connections. And I truly think that community connection is something we need so badly right now within society, just due to what we've all experienced in the last, 4 to 5 years.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, and like you said before, just awareness that exists and that it's a thing. I actually created something called Ladies Happy Hour.
Cool.
It's almost been 2 years. We'll be celebrating 2 years in June. And the whole point is to have women of all types, in school, working, retired, stay-at-home mom, work from home, work in the office, whatever it is that you are, you come and you just be with these other women. And one of the best compliments that I have ever received was one person who came solo, was a little nervous about doing this because you often walk into a room and you are a bit self-conscious, you feel like you might be getting judged. And she said, I felt so welcomed, like to not feel any judgment, to feel like people's arms were open to her joining their conversation. And so I think that this city and this community is really starting to embrace that, where we are all here to support one another, not tear each other down.
Yeah. I think we're craving it.
Yes.
We're craving collaboration, co-creation, from an authentic and loving place. I truly think that within business especially, we're moving forward to operating more from the heart.
Yes.
Rather from the ego. And
Yes.
I hope we move forward in that direction.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited. The countdown is on. Tickets are available. Camping spots are going quickly. So if you would like to join me and the other fabulous ladies who are going to be attending this event, make sure you get your tickets. They're on your screen now. And thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate you taking the time to share a little bit with our viewers about what's going on. And if I don't see you before then, I look forward to seeing you in July.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. It feels very weird to be sitting at this table solo. But yeah, Nikki is getting ready to get on stage soon at the CDM Summit. So we will go through all of this. I have a lot of pages to do myself today. So the first one that I'm really excited about, of course, is Ladies Happy Hour. We have officially announced that our May event is going to be at the Kelowna Event Center. We've spoken a little bit about the Kelowna Event Center on the podcast before. This is the location that is attached to the Woodfire Bakery, and they have redone this church into an amazing event space. So we are calling all local ladies who are interested in connecting with others, less of like a business card networking, more of like a who are you as a human kind of connecting. We are also going to have vendor tables. We have 15 already, and there will likely be more. And every vendor table is going to offer a prize to give away at the end of the evening that will be at least worth $100. So if you join us, you will have at least 15 chances to win something amazing. So this is happening May 29th from 3 to 5. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. If you haven't been to the Kelowna Event Center yet, definitely take this opportunity to check out what they're doing there. And between now and then, I think there's probably a bunch of different events that they have going on. Last weekend was like a flower extravaganza kind of event. They always have something going on. So hope to see you there for that. Thursday, May 15th is the Landmark After Hours here in the Landmark District. This one's going to be hosted at MMP from 4:30 to 6:30. They offer gourmet appetizers and 2 drink tickets. And you don't need to be a Landmark tenant in order to enjoy this. Landmark tenants just get a bit of a discount to purchase their tickets. So if you are looking for a co-ed networking opportunity, this is a great one. One of my friends, Rena, also has an event coming up on May 22nd called Thankful Thursday Charity and Social Event. So she and her sister co-created a charity called the Three Musketeers. And so on this evening, there will be food from 4 interactive stations as well as drinks. The evening will feature live performances, inspiring vendors, a gratitude wall, silent auction, and guest speakers, all in support of her new nonprofit foundation to uplift youth in foster care during National Foster Care Month. So that is also at the Kelowna Event Center. So that one's the week right before my event, both on Thursdays. Dress for Success reached out actually and wanted to let us know about the pop-up clothing sales that they are going to be doing most months through to the end of the year. It is the last Saturday of the month. So the first one coming up is May 31st. Then there will be July 26th, and then October 25th and November 29th. So basically what happens is people donate their new or lightly used clothing, and then much of that clothing goes into their boutique for the people that they support. I recently went through my own closet and had like a tote about this big and a big one of those Home Depot boxes full of clothes that I donated. Some things I had never even worn before. But sometimes they get so much stuff that they need to clear some of it out. So they offer clothing pieces from $3 to $15. It helps them deal with overstock, keeping their boutique stock fresh for their clients. And the money that they raise from that goes to funding their programming. So if you are kind of like a thrifter, or you like the opportunity to see some different types of clothing at a very reasonable price, check that out May 31st. So this is at their location that's on Cooper, so 1771, and it's right above Sands Latin Market, if you want to check that out. Oh, I'm very excited about this. Last week we did, pardon me, a ticket giveaway for the Spring Grand Wine Tasting, which is happening tomorrow. This one is happening at Revelry, and I've been to many of these in the past, but haven't been for a few years now. So I'm very excited to be going to this from 6:30 to 9. Tickets are currently still available, and they will be. I checked with the organizer, Christina. She said that tickets are open until tomorrow, so Friday at noon. So it's going to be a lovely evening of tasting all different wineries, but also some delicious snacks. I always am impressed with the food that they have as well. So if you want to try some new wines, definitely join us there. I also have a promo code. So if you are interested in saving some money, don't quote me, I think it's LHH 2025. So give that a try. If it doesn't work, reach out to me and I will give you the correct one. Followed on Sunday is May 4th, Taste Lake Country. So they did one of these a couple months ago. It's very fun. You go to Intrigue in Lake Country, you pick up your passport, and then there are 5 other wineries that you go to, but you can choose which order you go to them in. So not everybody has to go in the same order. So it will be, Intrigue, 50th, Grey Monk, Ex Nihilo, and Peak Cellars. And I love the Lake Country wineries. It's very fun. Make sure you have a designated driver. That is from 11 to 5 on Sunday. Opera Kelowna is having a fundraiser coming up on May 8th from 7 to 9 at Playtime Casino. I thought this was really fun because you don't often think about the casino when you think about opera. But basically, they are doing a tournament-style evening that offers a tip of the hat to their main stage opera this summer, La Traviata by Giuseppe Verdi. Act 3 of the opera involves games of chance. So come play baccarat, roulette, blackjack, and other games of chance. Enjoy light refreshments and entertainment. And there will, anybody who is a newbie at these games, there will be instruction and there will be prizes to be won. So great night to support Opera Kelowna and have a little bit of fun. Coming up on May 10th, we have Dollars and Dreams, a Disney-inspired family financial literacy event. This is happening at, again, the Kelowna Events Center from noon to 4 on Saturday, May 10th. It is a fun-filled day with Disney-themed activities like bouncy castle, face painting, money games, a fashion show, and expert speaker sessions focused on family financial literacy. There are VIP and child mining options available. So I think this is great. Family financial literacy is very important. So definitely go check that one out. Also on May 10th is 1615's grand opening. So if you've listened to podcasts from the past, 1615 is not the Furball quite yet. 1615 is a new event space downtown Kelowna. It's named 1615, like the word 16, the number 15. They are on 1615 Pandozzi. So I like that they use their name like that. They are opening a sophisticated and versatile event space right in the heart of downtown Kelowna. So they're doing noon to 4 next Saturday and 9 p.m. till 8. So if you want to go check out, if you are an event planner, if you think that you might have an event that you want to plan there, go check that out, see what it looks like. See if it, there we go, 16:15. Check that out. And then on to May 12th, we have Made to Grow, the Kelowna chapter small talks, and this one's on leadership. So this is a networking event that with prompts. So basically, instead of going into a room and you know, if you're not really that comfortable with networking, talking to people sometimes is super awkward. This event gives you specific things to talk to each other about to take away some of that awkwardness. And the topic this month is leadership. And that one is at Productivity, May 12th, 9 to 11 a.m. Oh, Build the Business You Want conference. So Tamara Pals and her team is doing this series of business conferences. The last one was a couple of weeks ago. This one is on driving accountability. So if you would like to build a stronger team, scale sales, and or reconnect with your why, learn from expert speakers on team building, sales scalability, and smarter goal setting. Perfect for business owners ready to level up. And I have a ladies happy hour promo code for that one, which again, I don't remember off the top of my head, but if you would like to go to that, please reach out and I will share that with you. The Harvest Ladies Golf Club charity tournament is also coming up in July. So they are still looking for sponsors as well as golfers, letting you know early about this because they always fill up. My company, actually, Sentis Automotive, has sponsored this event at least 3 years, I think. And all of the charity funds go to Mamas for Mamas. So your registration includes 18 holes with a cart, welcome drink, registration gift, sleeve of balls, food and beverages at sponsor holes, live and silent auctions, and a delicious 3-course plated dinner. If you've ever had dinner at the Harvest, it is delicious. And you do need to have a valid Golf Canada handicap for this, which rules me out. But if you are a golfer, definitely check that out. We have a free talk coming up from Donna Skoglund regarding anxiety and stress. She is giving people a toolbox of how to deal with this. She is a master life and mindset coach. She's going to teach you strategies to manage anxiety and stress through neuroplasticity and the nervous system regulation. She will give you simple hacks for relaxation and techniques for habit change without needing willpower, which, you know, comes and goes. So having strategies to get through things when your willpower is not so strong is great. So that's coming up May 26th, happening at the Moon Room at Pranify Yoga, and it is free to attend. The West Side Wine Trail is doing Cheers to Cheese. I am a huge fan of wine and cheese, so this is right up my alley. This is the Boucherie Road Wineries, where you will get to explore the new wineries, enjoy exclusive pairings, and celebrate spring with local flavors in a relaxed social setting along the scenic West Side Wine Trail. That's happening May 3rd. Oh, this Saturday from noon to 5. So if you don't have anything to do on Saturday, that sounds like a fun afternoon. Dragon Boat Try It Day. This sounds super fun. Also happening this Saturday from 12:30 to 2 at the Water Street Boat Launch. This is a free event, and it is for, and this happens from time to time, that when I look at the event online, it's available, and by the time we go live with it, it's sold out. So this is sold out, but maybe they will host future ones if it's sold out that quickly. Dragon boating is a fun, social, and low-pressure way to get active. Recreational or competitive, this is the perfect chance to learn the basics, try paddling firsthand, and find the right fit. And all of this proceeds go to the food bank. So I will keep my eyes open for a potential future event and share that with you if it comes up again. Kelowna Dessert Night fundraiser and concert is happening also on Saturday. So many fun things happening Saturday. This is happening at the Evangel Church from 6:45 until 9 o'clock. Treat yourself to an evening of decadent desserts, live music, and meaningful community impact. Enjoy sweet treats while listening to the talented Quagley Quintet, all in support of Bridges to New Life Society mission of building brighter futures. It's a night to connect, indulge, and give back. There is also coming up on Saturday a Joe Rich flea market. Whether you're cleaning out your closet or you are looking for vintage finds, or you just want to get out of the house and do something, this is happening at the Joe Rich Community Hall from 9 to 1 this Saturday. Same time or similar time to the Kelowna Farmers Market, which is 8 to 1 on Saturday. If you haven't been yet, they are out in full force. I'm very excited for all of the vegetables to start coming out. Oh, Lee Valley Tools is really cool to create these hands-on workshops for people to, do something different. This one is making a jewelry box. This hands-on workshop is for anyone wanting to develop basic woodworking skills in a fun, supportive environment. You'll learn, and sales are ended on this one too. Okay, well, they do lots of fun things. So if you would like to get your hands on doing some of these workshops, just stay on the Lee Valley website to see what they have coming up. They provide all of the materials, and then you get to leave with whatever you create, which is really cool. Maestro's Brunch and Wine Tour with Après Tours. So this also is coming up on Saturday. This Saturday and additional Saturdays in May from 10:15 to 3:15. So it starts with an indulgent brunch with decadent dishes and mimosas at Maestro's. I was actually at Maestro's yesterday meeting the Lieutenant Governor of Canada. There was a bit of a get-together there. It was very beautiful. And then after the brunch, you will go on a private wine tour where you will sip your way through 3 wineries while relaxing with round-trip transportation. Perfect for foodies, wine lovers, and anyone looking to treat themselves to the best of Kelowna's culinary wine scene. I took 13 other ladies and myself on a ladies' happy hour wine tour on Friday with Carpe Diem Tours, and we went to East Kelowna, and we went to the Vibrant Vine, the View, Nagging Doubt, and Summerhill, and it is just so nice to get out and enjoy our own city. I did a post on social media saying, it's so fun to be a tourist in your own town. So if you haven't done that recently, I encourage you to get out there and do something fun. On Sunday, if you have no plans, you can do a crepe paper flower bouquet class, which is a great Mother's Day activity. No crafting experience needed. Just show up ready to snip, glue, and bloom. All supplies are included, so you can leave with a beautiful handmade bouquet and some newfound skills. So that is happening at Heirloom Bohemia in Kelowna from 1 to 3 on Sunday. And then our last 2 events for the day are Entrepreneurs Breakfast Club, which is happening May 5th, that's Monday coming up, from 9 to 10:30 at Kakuli Cafe on the west side. Connect with fellow entrepreneurs over coffee in a relaxed, welcoming environment. Whether you're building your business or expanding your network, this casual co-ed meetup is a perfect way to make meaningful connections, share ideas, and find new collaboration opportunities. And so, like we've said multiple times today and in previous podcasts, there's so many of these networking or gathering type of events where you can get out and meet some new people, make some new friends, and find ways that you can support others as well. Last but not least is an event coming up on May 8th from 5:15 to 8:30 p.m. at Metro Hub. This is an interactive workshop that offers valuable insights into ADHD and neurodiversity. This session is beneficial for professionals, family members, and anyone who wants to learn about ADHD. So we know that this affects lots of our family and friends. So if you'd like to learn more, or somebody who might benefit from that, definitely share this information. All right, well, that is enough for today with just me sitting here. Very excited for Nikki to be speaking shortly, and I'm equally excited for her to come back next week. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you next Thursday.